Hey everybody, welcome back to Calgary Barbell. Just doing another training log wrap up. End of the week here. Just finished doing my day 4. Highlights of the week. Got that 800 deadlift. Locked it out, held onto it for a good long period of time. Made sure it was locked out, no questions there. It actually felt pretty good, so I went up to 816 and very, very narrowly missed it at lockout. Clearly I have some work to do on my grips still, and on my lockout balance, that kind of stuff, but the speed's there, the strength is there, so it feels really good. Other highlights this week, I benched really well, hit a bunch of volume PRs both on competition pause bench and on my 2-count pause bench, so that was really cool. Bench has been feeling great, which is unusual for me, and I'm starting to make some progress, which excites me. So this week I got a couple questions on the YouTube and on the Instagram, so I figured I'd go over those briefly for you guys in the video. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below, or ask them on my Facebook, or on the Calgary Barbell Facebook, or on my Instagram. I'm always happy to answer questions, and I feel like this is a good format for it, so just let me know. Getting to the questions though, the first question I had was how I structure my equipped versus my raw training. First, if you're looking at getting into equipped training, I would recommend checking out the Reactive Training Systems video. Mike T did a video on things he learned from geared or equipped training. There's a lot of insight in that. Mike's done a lot of really great things in equipment, and he's coaching me and teaching me how to get into equipment. So check that out first and foremost. How I structure my training is I have my equipped stuff as essentially my competition movements. So most focus, most intensity, most specificity there. And then what I do is I do my raw competition movements as accessory work, essentially. So I'm still very much practicing competition style squatting, benching, deadlifting raw, but I'm using it in more of a secondary function. I'm purposely keeping my intensity a little bit lower in that so that I can recover better for my equipped sessions. But I'm still very much pushing that in competition form. I'm doing heavy singles there. They're just not up to maybe what I would be doing if I was looking to do a raw meet next. The other question I got was how I stay motivated. And this is kind of a complex one, but I just kind of wanted to go over motivation in general for a second. There's two very, very distinct types of motivation. So you have intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation comes from within, that's self-motivation. Extrinsic motivation comes from without, so other people motivating you. It's all well and good to be influenced and motivated by other people. You know, maybe you post a really good lift on Instagram and you get a lot of likes and you get comments, and that excites you and motivates you to push on. But the issue with that is when that runs out, or when you end up with a minor injury or some sort of setback, and you have to now take steps back in your training and nobody cares that you're squatting what you're squatting because it's dropped 200 or 300 pounds, how do you stay motivated then? That's when the intrinsic motivation becomes very, very important. And it's often those lifters that can persevere through those times that become ultimately more successful. So I would say intrinsic motivation is probably the biggest influencing factor in success in terms of motivation. How I stay motivated, it's just there. You're either motivated intrinsically or you're not. It's hard to teach that or to build that. Not to say that it can't be done, but it's very important that you have your reasons and that they're deeply ingrained for why you want to be successful and why you want to lift and why you want to push yourself further. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment. We're working on putting out more and more content, trying to be more consistent with it and build more, do more, make more. So if you guys have any ideas, things you want to see, questions you want answered, anything like that, just let us know, and we'll see you next week.